My name is Christopher Kirwa. I am the CEO, Chief Operating Officer for Cate Limited, an agency we run together with my wife Cate that we started 4 years ago. Yes.
And my name is Catherine Kirwa. Most people know me as Cate Kirwa. I'm the CEO of Cate Limited. I work with Chris, who is my husband.
We got married on Monday, 21st of October.
Yes.
Okay, do the maths. Hiyo ni miaka ngapi?
2013.
2013. Yeah, 2013.
So that has been 4 years.
4, eh?
Yeah, 4 years.
2014, 2015,
Turning
16, 17. That shall be celebrating 5 years in October 21st. I used to audition for beauty pageantry. So it's almost 10 years back. Yeah?
Yeah.
So you were at KICC. So we were working for Miss World Kenya. By then they were calling it Reach for the Stars. So you know the way you're auditioning people, I was the head of production, so you're making sure auditions are happening, sound, you know how we manage events. So then I saw her. Hey, you know the ones you see, unaona ni kama umeona. There's a saying, when a man sees, they see. Eh? So nikacheki. So I decided, okay, let me settle. So from far now, I'm observing her. So I'm timing when the auditions are over, I try to talk to her. So I went to talk to her. Unfortunately, I think that time I don't think we had there were no phones. There were no phones.
Yeah.
So I tried.
There were, but maybe we had not invested.
I'm not sure whether I had a
there were no phones.
I don't think she had a cell phone, and I'm not sure whether I had one. But that's not the story. The story is that she ran away. She actually took off.
I was in school. I was in campus.
Eh.
Yeah, so my
you know,
last year.
Yeah, so now she says in Nini. So when I tried talking to her, she vanished. So I mean vanishing for 2 years. Until we were now auditioning
For Samantha Bridal.
Yes, Samantha Bridal. Then again, she turns up. Let me tell you, my friend, you do not let a chance slip twice. So I told my friends, you remember the lady that I got, as in my friends knew there's someone I had seen and I kept talking about her. I said, she's here again. Now, I started focusing properly on the auditions. And the truth is, nearly auditioned twice. I auditioned twice. I auditioned her for the catwalk, and I auditioned her for myself.
So I've auditioned, I've passed by merit,
Yes.
not because of him. Then it comes a day for the training. So the first day I come late. And he's always ahead of time. What did you tell me?
So, I picked, because I'd already gotten numbers for everybody. So I called her and I said, where are you? What did you say?
I had exams, I think.
So what did I
I
tell
was
you?
late by a reason.
That's what I told you.
Wow, can I even put it the way you did? It was tough. I was told to go back.
Actually told her, you know, we are not here to waste each other's time. Remember, this is the girl I want. But now because she was late, work supersedes everything. I said I do not care. And I'm not going to waste my credit calling you, yet I'm giving you a job. Now her response is what won me over. She was so polite. She said, I'm sorry, I was having exams, I was trying to finish. If you could give me a chance, that's fine. So I kept quiet and I said, okay, you can come back. So she came. And we did the fashion show, and Sundays we will go for lunch at somewhere, at Tunga House. Then we'll come back. So she's very quiet, by the way, when she's in a group of people she doesn't know. I think it was rumored that she spoke only 7 words the entire 4 days. It's true, she never speaks.
Among, models, the way they can be.
Yeah.
Loud, outgoing.
Yes.
So, yeah, I am quiet, laid back.
So she was different. So obviously girls are bubbly, laughing, her she's quiet the whole time. My friends are telling me she's quiet. So maybe that's what attracted me to her, because me, I'm outgoing, I'm loud, I'm an MC, I run people, you always, sometimes I don't think I need a microphone to be able to address 500 guys. I can actually do it. Then here is a quiet one, she never speaks. So maybe that story of opposite attracts really well.
When he took my number after the auditions, he invited me for a lunch date, fish dates,
Yes.
which I never turned up.
Bounced. 4 times. Bounced 4 times. Please note 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
But when you meet someone who you'd like to be with, you will know as a girl, you know. There's something that tells you this guy, something can come out of this relationship. But of course you don't show it. You must bounce. So, well, what attracted me to him is he's very hardworking. Even at the Samantha Bridal Show, he was very hardworking. And what do you look for? You want someone who will be hardworking, to bring that bread home. Yeah.
Before we go to that story of hardworking, let's just talk about being bounced 4 times. Now, I have called all my friends. You know, when you're a guy and you've noticed a good person, so what you do is you tell your friends. That's what men do. So now I took her to Kosewe. Kosewe is in town, Ronaldo Foods. And the owner of the place is a friend of ours. At some point I used to stay in his house in Umoja. So even him now is aware there's somebody who is being brought. So he comes, the girl has bounced. So we eat lunch, we wait. Another date, she bounces again. So we eat the fish. I think she turned up the 4th time or something. And now that was a celebration. So there were phones, so everybody came. So obviously she could see a lot of very key friends of mine who ended up being in our lineup during the wedding, I think, was it 4 or 5 years later. And I think also what probably was scaring her a bit was all these stories we are doing, just know that we'll end up with me marrying you. So if you want us to do all those things of dating, courting, we can do it and result in hapa. Me, I want to marry you. Now, you know, when you become so forceful to a lady like that, 2 things happen. Either she takes you very seriously, or she decides you're a joker. But so at that particular point, maybe she was waiting to see whether I'm a joker or I'm a bit serious.
You know, I came from a profession of accounts, 8 to 5. We used to work 8 to 5. 5 years out of the office. Here is a guy who works, could be from 4 p.m. to 4 a.m. or even 2 a.m. So it was quite difficult. But I had to learn to fit into his schedule. I used to go to his workplace. When he has an event, niko hapo. So I learned about his schedule and how events world is, which was very important. Because if he goes out and is late, I could understand.
I knew it would be a problem. So what I did is I will encourage her to come and see. So that when at 3 a.m. when she's asleep, I tell her I'm working, it makes a bit of sense. And slowly, interestingly, her coming to join me in events, it became such a routine that even our own clients would now start asking, where is she? She was always hanging out with the clients while we are working, which was a good thing. But then, out of that came, I think that's how Cate as a company was born. Because now she's understood the intricacies of managing an event, what goes into it, the planning, the late nights, the back and forth in terms of briefs, the changes, trying to manage a crew of 100 that you've never met, you met 3 days ago, aligning them to the vision and the objective and the mission for the client that they want to achieve, security, all those things, training. So she's part of it. She's there.
And every day he comes and tells me what he's gone through for the day.
Yeah.
So I used to learn. Slowly, I know what's a trussing, you know, what our stage is set up.
What is a pattern?
Yeah.
MCing. This MC was not sticking to the brief.
Oh, yeah.
The client was not happy. The guy never mentioned the sponsors. So all this time, remember you're telling somebody all that every day. It's like being in a lecture hall. Every day you're being told about events. So you ended up being an events person like that. Now the truth is, what Cate is not about to admit is that she completely forgot about the finance story and started having interest completely in events, which I will say, and I'll credit her for this, it was good for me, because now events is my passion. And if you're a couple, I'm not saying there's anything wrong in working in different fields, so I just want to say I'm lucky that she switched to mine. Even if she had stuck to hers, it will still work, because then she will be managing our finance part of it.
Yeah.
But now she decided to come in fully and be part of the entire events management thing. You know the funny thing? Remember, let's go back a bit. The first day I met her, I told her I want to marry you. Sasa mlikuwa nataka nifanye proposal gani nyingine kwa? I mean,
Let a ring, you need one nail.
the truth is we never did those things.
Surprise dinner.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
But I think after dating for long, one day, you know, men sometimes you can be, and it's good to speak about this, and I'm happy that it's being asked. Sometimes everything you see doesn't follow the romance 101. So we are not a perfect example of romance 101 in terms of how we ended up where we are. Like, it is the truth, I did propose. I did propose. So guys, if you're watching, make sure you propose, don't be like me. We just say, Niaji, we've been dating along, see, to formalize this story. I think it was something like that.
But now in my culture, there's what part of the ceremonies is an engagement.
Yes.
So we went after the dowry negotiation and all that. There was an engagement celebration.
We actually did even ring.
Even for him.
Yeah, but in front now, not in private,
Yeah.
in a whole elaborate ceremony where my folks have come, almost 200 guys at her place. So yeah, but those ones that you hide, a few friends, then you record. I never did those things.
We felt we needed to be, need to be ready. Just like, let's say, getting a baby, you need to be ready for it. So as we were okay with the dating period, with the dating time, but now our families, our friends, the pressure. Everyone was, when are you guys formalizing? So actually it came more even from the families and friends.
She would have been ready if I said let's go, but I kept feeling by the time I'm marrying her, there's one thing, and maybe men or the ladies that are watching, men need to marry you and they know they can take care of you. So that's something that we never say it loudly, but it's critically important for me to know. Once I have taken you away from your parents, I am able to really, really take care of you. So my fear 101 was, at that particular time, I wasn't in a place that I thought I could take someone's daughter and take care of her without her thinking, did I have to leave home? First and foremost, I'm an events organizer. So we had figured out exactly what we wanted. 6 months to our wedding, she had all her dresses. We identified a location. It was
Royal Nairobi Golf Club.
Yeah, off Ngong Road. And we liked it because our guest list was hitting
500.
No, initially it was 2,000. But
Thanks to him.
Thanks to me. It's so interesting. Her guest list was 100
and 250, around there.
Hers was 250. Mine was hitting 1,750.
He's a people person.
I'm a people's person. So up to today, there are guys who've never forgiven us. Bado tunaomba msamaha for not probably inviting you. Being an event organizer, what I did, I called a suppliers meeting. After we had planned everything in our heads, sketched everything, we called a suppliers meeting a month to at 4 p.m. at the venue. And I told them the meeting will be 15 minutes. You can't believe it. We prayed for 2 minutes, held a meeting for 13 minutes and finished. And we told each other, let's meet at the venue to set up.
That's what happened.
That's what we didn't have those committee meetings and all those things that happened. Yes, we didn't.
But we got a lot of support from our friends.
From our friends, yeah.
In the industry.
Yeah. And then in the lineup now, there was a lot of drama, in the sense that our lineup started with 8 people, which ended up at 28.
Because all our nieces, our nephews, they all wanted to be on the lineup. And his friends mostly.
Yes.
They didn't even tell him. They were asking me where the shop is. They go, take measurements. The only day he noticed was when we were doing rehearsals.
Yes.
His friends were on the lineup.
They refused to MC. And specifically, I'm pointing out at Jalango and DNG. They refused to MC. Decided they are going to be on the lineup.
Yeah.
So that's what happened. So I had to really plead with Big Ted, because Big Ted now was our MC. Him being pressure number 1, and Big Ted, thank you for pressuring us. He used to say, niko na gunia ya mchele. Na nani atatoa kasukari kachai? Muane. Because we were strict on time, I told him, by our wedding will start at 10 sharp and it will end at 11.
The church ceremony.
The church ceremony.
Yeah.
Guys thought we were joking. Shock. I was at the venue at 8. Her and her bridal party were at the venue at 8:30. And this is something I want to tell couples that are going to get married. You do not invite people to your wedding, then they are waiting for you. You are the one invited. Why are we waiting for you? So as we flipped the script.
Like in the morning, I had some of my maids were coming in the morning where I was being picked from. Some didn't spend there, so some got late. Then they were being done for their makeup at the same place. Since they came late, that's why, like he said, I had to start working out, because they were late. Their makeup was not ready, their hair was not ready, but hey, the day has to begin. So some left without their makeup done, hair done, because we had to be ahead of time, not keep time ahead of time. Then when we got to church, all my expectations were met. The setup actually was more than I'd expected.
They surprised us.
They really, because the whole dome was carpeted. I never expected that. There were a lot of good surprises. I can't say I was disappointed, because even the team we had are people we were working with, so they knew the way we work. They knew our expectations, so they superseded. It was a beautiful day. We were in Indian outfits. Thanks to me, I like decent outfits. So
no, she likes Indian.
Decent Indian.
And I'm always taken to Diamond Plaza to eat Indian food.
Yeah, so in church we were in a gown. He was in a tuxedo, I was in a gown. But now when we went for our photo shoot, we did of course photos with the gown and the tuxedo, but now switched. When we came back, we looked like our bridal party.
Full Indian. So we went and did a photo shoot at Wilson Airport. But I kept telling her I needed to achieve a photo shoot that is different. We can, as you can see in the images that are showing right now.
So our first honeymoon was in Mombasa, Amanitiwi. Since we have so many, maybe a few people we haven't sorted.
Yes.
In terms of payment. So I have my preference of who we need to sort first. Yes, his list set of who he needs to sort first in terms of payment. So now on the way we were arguing who to pay first.
But I parked the car and got mad, wanted to walk to Mombasa or something. It was funny, by the way.
It's quite funny. You argue over something very small.
And it was small. When we look back to it, we actually laugh. And again, that's something we're telling couples. Please try not to unleash on each other, because we did. And I was so pissed with that, by the way. I think I drove to Mombasa. kanyaga ma pothole hata simwongeleshi. Then there's this thing of I spent too much money in this wedding. Then she's talking to me about some small bills. You know, those are the things going on in my mind, you know. And the truth is, it happens to a lot of couples, I'm sure. So should it happen to you, please do not end it. It's just the process that every other couple goes through. It's not, and it shouldn't happen. We can just say it's easy, you'll still pay your people. And you as a lady, don't insist so much. You as a guy, don't insist so much. Yeah.
And then whatever doesn't happen on the wedding day, like you had planned, just forget about it.
Don't discuss.
The day is over. Enjoy your honeymoon.
Nobody really
You're
cares.
beginning a life together, so
Yeah, nobody really cares.
the way I am. If it's a remote, let me use a remote as an example. If it's placed on the table, it's placed straight like this, not in a corner. So here comes a guy who everything can go anywhere in the house. It's not a big deal for him. He doesn't find it a big deal. So it was quite tiring to begin with. Because here you are, you've taken, let's say, a whole day organizing the whole house. He comes less than 5 minutes. Everything is all over. And he doesn't seem to know what he's doing. It was quite not easy. But with time you learn to cope with it. Or you teach him how you want things done.
How am I rating from 4 years ago to now?
He still doesn't get it. You organize a wardrobe the whole day. He comes and picks one shirt. Everything is down. So you have to do it afresh. Men, you have to be patient.
You know the funny thing? I am totally the opposite of that in an event.
Exactly. In an event, he makes sure everything is in place.
Laugh.
Yeah.
So I don't know. When I reach home,
Can't explain.
for me, it's home. It's not an event. So it's funny. I know it's. Okay, man. I don't know. We will learn slowly. I've been rated at 80%. 80. Okay, 40.
Yeah, but sometimes you get pissed off, then you realize it's never that serious. Then how long will you be pissed off? You tell him today, tomorrow you will do the same. So you just realize you don't take it that seriously. Because again, you'll be just pissed off the entire time. And here you are for a lifetime, so you learn to live with it.
You know, the most interesting thing is I like a particular brand of toothpaste. Unakuja unapata mimi ni wa naitwa Aquafresh. Venye hiyo story imechange to closer. So first of all, you know, then you are thinking it's temporary, then you start realizing it's permanent. So I think the key learning there is you let her be. Yeah, I never used to wear beyond color black, gray, and blue. Squeeze.
Even blue was not there.
Nowadays, how I found myself liking a yellow shirt.
In pink.
And pink. Pink. Kai. Lakini hiyo pink sioni nikivaa tena. Lakini saa zingine na wear it still look okay. Yeah. So there will be a lot of changes. And as a man sometimes let her be. You know, you study and realize, okay, maybe this is what makes her happy. Me wearing a color yellow, sawa. It will make a difference. Nikirudi nyumbani, we will be smiles. I va yellow. Sure.
But you look good in it. Yeah.
Even this one, we had to fight a bit. Balancing running a business and trying to live as a man and a wife. It's a tricky balance. So what you do is you approach couples that have done it, then you learn from them so that when things start happening and there's a misunderstanding, you know it's not the end of the world. Because they will tell you of, yours is mild. Us, we did this. So we have people like that to talk to.
Like the way we took time to formalize or to get
5
married,
years. Yeah.
we keep feeling like we are not yet ready for.
You decided you're not ready for kids.
Because you see, we began Cate Chris, the company, like you said, 4 years ago, immediately after getting married. So for now, it needs a lot of our input. It's our baby for now. But the Cate Chris, the daughter will come.
When the daughter comes, that's the name.
Yeah.
Of course, there's pressure and from all quarters. But again, if you allow water to seep into your boat, it can sink you. So we actually become blind. We become deaf and blind to some of those things, because it's about us. It's about what we want to do. Of course, we've been given advice. You need to have them very early.
Yeah.
Well, the last thing we would like to say is that we are big on mentorship. And our mentorship is based on strictness. We want to, for many people who ask, we need to be interns in your company. So we'll give somebody one take, and that's the problem. We'll give you one take and brief you and tell you this is what happens. If you step out of line, we are very unforgiving.
We look for attitude more than even papers.
Yeah. We don't ask for papers.
Yeah.
We ask for your attitude. Trainable.
And your teamwork. How do you cope with the team?
And do you have a teachable spirit?
My advice to couples getting married and the ones who are married is first you need to understand why you got together and why you want to stay married. You must know it's for a lifetime. So when you're getting to it, you need to be really sure you are getting into something which is for a lifetime. Because at times people think you'll just come in and you can get out when you want. You need to know it's for a lifetime, and you need to know the person you're getting married to is a different person. So when there are conflicts, you need to know it's normal. It's normal to have conflicts because you are not brought up together. Your ways of doing things are different. So the way you handle conflicts will determine a lot of things. But they are normal. It's normal to disagree. But do not, like, as a person, you don't have to win an argument. Sometimes you can just let it be, then you can say your point. You can bring it out another time when there's no argument. You can still always communicate your concerns or your point when it's the right time. Yeah.
The hardest thing a man finds hard to say is sorry. And I'm no exception. If you can learn to be better than me to say sorry, it will ease a lot of tension.